Having a rewards program is a great idea, but having a rewards program that your customers actually like and interact with is even better. So in this video, I'm going to share with you my top 5 tips for how to make your rewards program a success. So stay tuned. So if you have already watched some of our videos on this channel, you know that I am a huge fan of rewards program, especially the Smile.io Shopify app. However, if this is your first time here, hello, my name is Elle McCann and I have been a Shopify expert for over 6 years now. So I love rewards programs because they build that loyalty and build your community around your brand. So of course, as I mentioned before, my favorite app to use for this is Smile.io, and I will put a link in the description below to that. But what I love so much about this app specifically is that it is really easy to get started. It's super fast in terms of actually launching your rewards program. Also, they make it really easy to style it and customize it so it matches your branding. And they also have other apps that you can connect it with so that you can actually offer people points for leaving a review on a recent purchase. So it's kind of further bringing them into your brand. Okay, so my first tip is actually kind of like what I said about the points for leaving a recent review, but the first tip is actually to give them a variety of ways to earn points. So for example, you could do a point for every $1 spent or 50 points for following you on Instagram. You need to keep in mind that not everyone's going to be the same. Not everyone likes the same social media platform, so they're not all going to want to just follow you on Instagram. So if you give them a variety of ways to earn points, they're going to be a lot more excited and interact with that rewards program a lot more. My second tip is to keep it really in line with your branding. So as I mentioned, the Smile.io app lets you really customize the colors, and depending on your plan that you choose, you can add unique branded images as well. It's also really cool that you can actually customize it in terms of the name. So for example, I have one client who sells bath bombs, and their rewards program, for instead of points, they call it tub tokens. I have another client that sells jewelry, and for their rewards program, their points are called gems. So you can really make it unique in terms of how you're engaging with the name just alone, plus also with the styling and the branding, just to make it all fit together and be very cohesive. My third tip is that you want to make sure that the rewards are easy for people to actually reach, but that you're not going to actually be losing money. So you really need to kind of sit down and figure out the math with your products and your profit margin there. You want to make sure that it's kind of quick for them to actually get that first reward. Maybe it's $5 off or a discount for a future order, but you want to make it so that it's very kind of quick to get that first one. They get excited, and the rewards later on are really nice rewards, but you don't have it set so high that it's unattainable. If you think about it in terms of your customer's mindset, if the first reward for them to actually get it, they would have to spend $500 or something like that, and you have a lower price point item, then it's going to seem really unattainable, and a lot of people might not even try. So you really need to think in terms of your price of your product, your profit margin here, as well as just think about your customer and their spending habits. There's really no kind of one answer of how much you should have different rewards be and how many points for that, but really just think about your business and make sure that it's still going to be profitable for you. My fourth tip is actually about the rewards themselves. So you want to make them exciting rewards. So you could have a few different discount codes for future orders, but then I always like to see things like a featured product that's not actually for sale on your site. So by getting that reward, they're getting something that you can't purchase. It's a unique item. But again, you want to make sure that the customers are excited and actually want to get these rewards. So kind of go back into thinking about who your customer is, and we actually have a guide on figuring out exactly who your customer is, so I will link it in the description below. But you really want to get in their head and figure out exactly what it is that would make them excited and make them want to interact with your rewards program. Okay, so my last tip is once you have your rewards program set up, you want to mention it everywhere. So you want to think of exactly where your customers are hanging out. You want to reach past customers, upcoming customers. You want to let everyone know about this rewards program. So I really recommend putting it in your email campaign, social media posts, run retargeting ads to past customers saying, hey, we've got this rewards program now. You really want to just blast it everywhere and get as many people sign up to it as possible so they can start interacting with it and again, kind of have a reason to keep coming back to your store and keep purchasing. So I hope you found these tips helpful of how to make your rewards program a success. These can be used for any rewards program that you want to use across any platform. So of course, our favorite is Shopify, but no matter what your e-commerce store is, you can use these if you have a rewards program. And no matter what your rewards program app is, you can still use these tips as well. Of course, our favorite, like I mentioned, is Smile.io. And make sure to check out the link in the description below where you can get started with their free plan and start building out your rewards program and start kind of figuring out how exactly it's going to work and how you can implement some of these tips today. Thanks so much for watching, and I would love to hear from you. So comment below this video and tell us what you're going to be naming your rewards program and what kind of cool incentives you're going to give your customers for signing up. We really want to hear from you. If you haven't yet, make sure to click the subscribe button, and also you can check out some of our other recent videos over here. Thanks so much.